Tune Your Radio.
Tune in.
Now.
You can tune into this radio station on any smartphone or tablet.
iPhone,
Android,
BlackBerry,
Nokia,
Samsung,
Windows phones,
or whatever you have. Download the free TuneIn app from your phone or tablet's app store.
Tune in with music, sports, news, and comedy.
From over 70,000 radio stations around the world, including this Beasley Broadcast Group station. Check it out at tunein.com
or your app store.
This is KC Pride for the #1 rated business show, letting everybody out there know you can now catch us on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 3 to 4. Make sure you tune in. Dial the real 1100 AM.
Running the game. Saying it plain. This is what the cop feels like.
I know you probably heard of me.
The hottest show. Saying it plain radio.
Thursdays, 2 p.m. right here on the Real 1100.
And now, an important message from Steve Harvey.
This pandemic isn't over yet. We got the vaccines. I got mine. You might have yours. But listen to this. Don't think just because you got the vaccine that you can just go crazy. Follow the current safety guidelines. I know the mask is hot, but you know what's hotter than these masks? Staying healthy. That's pretty fly if you ask me. Let's unite to prevent.
For more information, visit unitetoprevent.org.
Hey, folks, just a quick reminder that no matter the time of the day and no matter what day of the week, East Coast, West Coast, all points in between, we are always on. So go to your app store and download the Real 1100 app and listen wherever and whenever.
The Real. You are tuned into WWE Lakeville, AM 1100.
The following program is paid for by Influencer 365. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of this station, its management, or the Beasley Media Group.
Well, I guess slide. Woo! And we are back right here on the #1 rated business show. I'm your host, KC Pride. And yes, it is the day before Thanksgiving, and I am at work, y'all. So y'all better be happy. Before we get the show started, we got some announcements we need to get out of the way real quick. For everybody listening out there, if you are anywhere close to the Greenbrier Mall area, they are having a huge Greenbrier Mall turkey giveaway today from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. They got special guests, a little baby, Polo the Don, Julio Jones. KC Pride might show up somewhere in there. I don't know.
That's why I saw that stage over there.
Oh, yeah. They finna turn up.
Stage over there.
They finna have a good time.
Wow.
I'm vegan. I don't need the turkey.
Me too.
But we can go party. If you are out in the Smyrna area, I want you to go visit my good friends and my training partners at Titans Fitness. They are a world-class gym. They have world-class training. It is owned by my good friend, world-class champion, Daniel Stuckert. And I get trained by his lovely wife, Rachel, who is also a world champion with Impact Fitness. So if you are out in that Smyrna area, I want you to visit my friends over at 1834 South Cobb Industrial Boulevard, right there in Smyrna, Georgia. And you can also visit them online at titans.net. And just for my barber, you know, when you get to a certain age, bro, you got to stop letting folks experiment on it. I said, my barber said, I want to try something new with you, bro. I said, just do whatever you're going to do because he always keep me fly. So if you want to stay fly like me, I want y'all to go out to Douglasville, 6405. Trust me, it ain't all the way in Birmingham like y'all used to tell me. But go visit my good friend Melvin Bowden at Studio 1211, right there in the Douglasville area. You can call and make an appointment at 770-485-6772. Tell him KC Pride sent you, and he will give you a free cut on me and the #1 rated business show. All right. On the line, joining me today, I told you I got a great show. Starting it out for me, though, I got the founder of the Rice Awards right here with me, as always, Chandon Carter. Are you with me, brother?
Hey.
How you doing today, man?
Man, I'm doing well, man. I'm trying to get some of this turkey in, this vegan turkey, man, in my body right now. I got it in the oven. And so I'm trying to get me a little piece before I head up the highway.
I hear
Just
you,
hit
brother.
me some baby face today.
Oh yeah, you told me you headed down to our hometown. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But no, you got the Rice Awards coming up, and everybody knows here in Atlanta, you know, it is rising in community excellence. But you know, the number one rated business shows all over the world now. So for all my friends all over the world, I want you to tell us just a little bit of the background of the Rice Awards, just for folks that have not heard yet.
Well, yes, it's definitely an honor. First of all, I want to say thank you for allowing me to be on your show, man. I hope that everyone get to hear what you got going on, man, because you are awesome. You've always been awesome. You've been a good stand-up guy. Everything that come out of your mouth is truthful when it comes on down to radio. And I just want to say thank you, man, for allowing me to be on your platform today.
Oh, man. It's an honor, brother.
Yeah, but the Rice Awards, that's what you want to. That's what they're here for today.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
you know, the Rice Award stands for Rising in Community Excellence. We are an award show that started 11 years ago. And what we do, we honor the unsung heroes of the community. You know, Rising in Community Excellence is a celebration to those individuals who work tirelessly to improve the lives throughout the state of Georgia and beyond. And our team has got together to shine a spotlight on outstanding citizens and their organizations and bring awareness to the tremendous sacrifices and contributions that they give to the state. So these individuals are selected by their peers and colleagues to vie for these awards every single year. Have no less than 600 nominations come in from around the United States, and the ballot is comprised of the people that does the most as the board members start looking at their social media pages, their websites, and such to get our ballots together.
Now this is what the 11th year? No,
yeah,
this is
the
12.
11th year.
Okay.
Yeah, we started off small, man. Very first Rice Awards had 15 people. And we was, very first, and the second one had about 27 people. So I'm easily can say every round goes higher and higher. 2019 was one of our biggest years. We had over 700 people to attend the Rice Awards. And due to the pandemic, we had to go virtual, and we had over 7,500 people to view our virtual showing of the Rice Awards. So this year, COVID is still out there. We are protected. Everybody's having weddings, not only in June now. So we're in competition for venue seniority. So our venue only holds 400 this year.
Okay.
But in order to have space for people to breathe, I, as a CEO, said that we're only going to release 250 chairs in this 400 capacity venue so we can have some space and air. Because we're still in the pandemic, and there'll still be requirements to attend this year's Rice Award, and that is a vaccination, and or a negative COVID test from December 2nd, December 3rd, or December 4th to attend the actual award show on December the 5th.
Okay. Now, tell me this year, who are some of the folks? Because I seen a lot of these folks out here that you got for nominees, and a lot of these awardees that you got coming up. Who are some of the folks that that you got at the Rice Awards this year that we're gonna be honoring?
Well, you know, man, at the Rice Awards, man, every year, all the ballots, everybody are phenomenal. But we got Business Person of the Year, we got Nonprofit, Foundation of the Year, Civil Service. You know, I don't want to be on your show and call out one name, but I do want to route your customers, your listeners, to www.thericeawards.com and encourage them to vote. Go in there and vote and look at the names that I could have called out on this show, but I'm not, because there's so many great people, and we're not about name recognition, about telling who's going to be there. But if you need to be there, you need to go get a ticket, because we only got 30 seats left.
Now, I got folks already busting up in the comments. You know, Derek Jackson jumping in already. He's saying, next Lieutenant Governor of Georgia. Trust me, he gonna be the next Lieutenant Governor of Georgia, Derek Jackson. He said he gonna be at the Rice Awards.
Yeah, well, Derek Jackson, he's our board member, so he
and congratulations to you, man, and that lovely bride of yours.
He's at the mountaintop. He's already there.
Oh yeah. But now, man, Tell us what you got going on this year, man. Because every time you do something, man, you just put on such a spectacle. I saw what y'all did online and all that type of stuff, man. I was so inspired by you. So what you guys got going on this year?
Well, as far as Carter Unlimited LLC, that's the name of my company. We do 2 award shows. We do another award show called the Steeple Award.
Okay.
And the Steeple Awards happened June the 11th this year. So immediately after the Rice Awards is over, we jump right into our next award show, which is a gospel award show. And we honoring some great people, man. I mean, we honoring Kim Burrell, Shirley Caesar. We honoring Jamal Bryant.
I grew up on some Shirley Caesar now.
Pastor Mike from Birmingham. Man, we got so many people coming out to the gospel award show and on June 11th, man. I'm just so excited. I can't wait till the Rice Awards close the doors on December the 5th when I say thank y'all, God bless, good night. Because the next morning, we're right onto the Steeple Awards for June the 11th.
Oh, I know it's going to be huge this year, man. Now at the Rice Awards, tell folks, why is it so important, this whole Rice Awards? And what does it mean for you to even just be nominated for one of these?
Okay, the Rice Awards, you know, Kevin, when I decided to do the Rice Awards, this is like an inspirational tool that we use to let everyone know that we understand your fight. We understand what you're doing. There's not too many accolades that people can get and pat on your back. All of us know about the 5 love languages. And even though we're ashamed to admit it, all our love language should be affirmation. Because even though we out there telling people what they should be doing and things, we definitely need a pat on the back to say, you're doing a good job. We see you.
Oh, yeah.
Here's some fun. Here are some funds because we can't do what you do, but these are the funds to show up for us because we're going to watch you on YouTube, social media as you get done. So the Rice Awards is one of those times where we take a break. It's like school breaks, like Christmas or Thanksgiving break, when you put your hair down, you put on that shiny suit, you put on that red dress, and you come out and you fellowship all under the same umbrella of doing good for the consumer as well as the people.
And let me tell y'all like that, it's not easy to win a Rice Award. We have been nominated
It's not.
twice. And the number 1 rated artist did not get it for us. So trust me, it is not easy to win a Rice Award.
When you say that, Kevin, I do want to say this. Kevin is one of my good friends. I've been knowing him for over almost 20 years now, and he's been nominated, and I'm the CEO. And I see when people get invoked and things, I could easily have given Kevin this award twice. Kevin could have bought this award from me. Kevin could have turned over some girls to me or whatever the case is, but that's not how we are. We operate in excellence. The Rice Awards, we show no favoritism. We show no nepotism. No. I mean, when I first moved here from Montgomery, Alabama, I had a roommate, and I lived with her. And she was a nominee at the 2013 Rice Awards. I don't know what number that was. Okay. But when I lived with her and she didn't win, immediately after the Rice Awards, she put me out.
Wow.
So that's the kind of things I've been going through as a CEO. But you know what? When God knows your heart, he will put people behind you that support you, that would take you to the next level. So even though she put me out, I had to get put out to get put on. But praise God. Yes.
When it's your season, I tell you, the Lord will fill you up with all the folks you need. I promise.
Facts. And you know what? If the Lord wasn't present, there is one person I want to give some shine to. This person deserves her flowers each and every day. If they are not familiar, your radio audience are not familiar with this lady, I tell you, if it wasn't for her and her kind heart and her hiding herself behind God's son's cross, you know, it would have been still in the negative. So I want to give a shout out to our board member, Lori Sosa, the president and CEO of the Southern Barty Club. Without her, if you are in the city of Atlanta, you have to get to know Lori Sosa. If you don't know Lori, you are about to fail.
Dude, let me tell y'all something. There's a lot of y'all out there. Y'all need to be ashamed of yourself because y'all started balling off Lori in the first place and wanted to turn y'all back. Lori will forever be my friend, and she is forever my homie. I promise you, she had my back. My first office came off the Southern Barty Club right downtown underneath the Ferris wheel. I promise you.
Right.
So, hey, she deserves all her accolades, brother.
That's right, and she's not serving. She's not serving.
Somebody
this year as
tag
the
her
board
right
chair
now so
because
she
she's
can hear
going
what we
to
saying about her for real.
Yeah, well, she's normally serves as the board chair, and she's not serving this year because she's doing a lot of things with her family. But she will be back next year. This year, Attorney Brian Poe is serving as the board chair.
All right, now tell us what else we gonna be doing at Rice Awards. I heard some of the names, some of the folk gonna show up. I don't know why you're trying to keep it secret on my show.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it secret to you on your show, man, because I'm not about name dropping. I want everybody to come through the door and celebrate every nominee name that goes up on the wall, on the screens that night. You'll never know. It's just like walking inside Publix or Kroger. You don't know who's shopping up and down the aisle in sweatpants and tennis shoes. You know, so I'm not going to drop any name because you're not there to see who's there. But I would drop one nugget. We inside the Rice Awards, Kevin, we have this thing called the Torch Awards. You know, the Torch Awards actually is going to branch off from the Rice Awards, and we're going to have its own separate entity eventually. But the Torch Award stands for Together Our Resources Can Help. That's what the name Torch stands for, and that's our highest honor for that night. Is the Torch Award, and we are giving it to Future. That's right, Future. The artist will be in the building.
All right.
Right. For his Free Wishes Foundation, and his mother will be there also. They already purchased tables with an S. So y'all better go ahead and hurry up. If you ever want to see Future and he's not rapping and you want to see him receive his award because of the fact of his nonprofit Free Wishes Foundation. Because Free Wishes, they give so much in the city of Atlanta, man. And it's not off name because everybody there is worthy to be receiving an award. It's only one person in each category can walk away due to the voter.
All right. Now, it's funny. I didn't know that guy did as much as he did, man. Like, don't get me wrong. You know, we all listen to his music and stuff, but I had no idea he had so much. He did so much in the actual community. You know, he was a lot. He was real vocal in this whole thing about getting Trump out of office too.
Right, man. Yeah. You know, everybody have their good time and bad time. You know, honestly, I have never played a Future song. I have never in my life
played
a Future song.
Don't say that.
I'm going to say that. I have never. That's why I'm just letting you know. As a CEO, I didn't nominate Future. I didn't go get Future. We have a beautiful board that knows his heart, you know. And so I was able to read the bio, and I was so impressed with the bio, I wrote off and signed off on the acceptance of having him get the Torch Award.
Wow. Well, man, if anybody wants to come to the Rice Awards, man, somebody wants to support you, they want to get some last-minute sponsorships in, how can folks get in contact with you, man? How can folks be a part of this Rice Awards? Is it even any tickets left?
Well, right now, there's 3 tables, which means there's 30 seats. So as this conversation, there's 30 seats available. Go to the riceawards.com, vote, and buy a ticket. And after that, follow us at Rice Awards on Instagram. Go in the DM and talk to me. I run the majority of that. We are looking for small businesses to drop business cards in our bag. And I'll tell you how much it costs. We're going to have 250 bags there, and we're going to have some tables where people can pick stuff up off the tables and walk out with your product. So if you just want to spend like $100 with us or $200, just DM us and we'll tell you exactly how much it will cost for your stuff to be carried out into the bags that we're giving away that night.
All right, man. Once again, if anybody want to get tickets or follow you, support you, anything, man, let me know. Let them know right now.
All right. The Rice Award is coming Sunday, December the 5th. At 3 o'clock is red carpet. We have over 40 feet of red carpet. We're going to have about 70 paparazzi snappers. So make sure y'all come on and get on this red carpet. And we want to see you in the building as we honor the unsung heroes of the community.
Ladies, once again, it has been the one and only Chandon Carter right here on the number one radio business show. I'm your host, KC Pride. We got some breaking news right here coming out of News 1. The 3 white men involved killing of the black man in Georgia murder case that has shocked the world have been found guilty on most and all counts. Thank you, Lord. And Proud Boys, if you get my DMs again, bro, you're going to see me in real life. I promise you. I'll be back after this.
At Align for Life, we work with attorneys across the entire metro area. We are a portal of entry provider, meaning we can ensure your client is triaged accordingly and coordinate all aspects of your client's chiropractic and medical care from start to finish, including referrals to medical doctors, specialists, and imaging. This is Dr. Fowler. Your injury clients deserve the best: transportation, extended hours, and compliance monitoring. We understand your needs. Refer your injury and accident victims right now by calling us at 404-383-1110 or visit us at yourfinespine.com.
Transportation is provided via Uber, and we are open late so your clients can come in after work.
Auto accidents, wellness care, slip and fall. We take care of it all.
And now, an important message from Jerry Rice.
As a career wide receiver, I've been hard. But no training nor practice prepared us for the devastation of COVID-19. Thankfully, there is hope. Even with multiple vaccines available, we still have to work together until everyone is safe. We all win when we unite to prevent.
For more information, visit unitetoprevent.org.
Hey, folks, just a quick reminder that no matter the time of the day and no matter what day of the week, East Coast, West Coast, all points in between, we are always on. So go to your app store and download the Real 1100 app and listen wherever and whenever.
The real.
What's up, y'all? We are the Working Twins. You're listening to the #1 rated business show on the Real 1100 AM.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back right here on the #1 rated business show. I'm your host, KC Pride, single-handedly bringing back light-skinned men all over the nation. You should have got me started. I told you I got a great show for you guys today. In studio with me, he is a world renowned, and this man has changed my life. So I can speak all day on this man. And we just gonna ride out the rest of the show. We're gonna have a great conversation about astrology today. He is the author of the Beautiful Logic of Astrology, and I am so blessed to have this man in studio with us, Mr. Lorenzo Sanford.
KC.
Hi, what's up, man?
What's going on, man? Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad to have you in here, man. How you been?
Man, I can't be more blessed.
It is an honor and a privilege to have you in here because I know you're such a busy man, man. And you, like I tell folks, you done changed my life. But I'm gonna let you give a little background first before I get started. So tell folks just a little bit about yourself and who you are and how you came upon astrology.
Well, I started astrology when my mother took me to a reading she was having when I was 16 years old.
Wow.
And she let me have a reading, and the woman told me I was meant to help humanity. And I was like, what? What does that mean? How do you say that to a 16-year-old?
I know, right?
And so I started searching. I started trying to figure out the answer to that question. How does someone look at a chart, symbols on a page, and then tell a 16-year-old something like that?
Okay.
And I've been studying ever since. I've never stopped. And that's been a full year because I'm 17 now.
Plus a few. That's all right. Now, what really started to grip you about astrology? Like, because I know what grabbed me, especially after we started talking. But what was about astrology? Because I think all of us have heard about it. We all read our horoscopes. We check, is she gonna work out with me and this type of thing. But what really gripped you about astrology, and what really gave you that passion?
Astrology is the timing of everything in the world.
Okay.
And it's not just the timing, it's the quality of the time.
Wow.
So you get to know what is happening, and you get to know what type of things are happening. What is the character, the quality of the things that are happening? Okay. So it does both. It tells you what's going on in your life, and it describes what it looks like, what it feels like, what it sounds like. It gives you the full dimension, the full character of what's going on.
Okay.
So it's timing, and it's the quality of the time.
Okay.
For everybody.
Wow. For
you, for me, for Miss Miracle sitting over here.
Now, when you say it's the quality of the time, explain that to folks a little bit, because it's like it took a minute for it to click, but after I read your book, I got it instantly. So explain that when you say it's the quality of the time in your life. Explain that for us a little bit.
The best way to describe it is to use nature.
Okay.
I love to use nature because people can relate to that. So you're born in May.
Yes.
Right? You're late May.
May 22nd.
Yeah. So you're a Gemini.
Everybody can send birthday gifts to the radio station.
and Miracle is born in March 7th.
Okay.
So the time you're born in, you literally take on the character of that time. So, somebody who's born in spring is going to be like, you both are born in spring. So you both are going to be very active, very outgoing,
okay,
very open, very communicative. You have all these qualities that are very similar to what happens in nature in the springtime. Somebody who's born in July or August, they're like the sun in August. They're hot.
Okay.
They're dramatic. They don't care about anything but themselves.
I know folk like that.
The Leos, it's all about them. But that's like the sun.
Okay.
In August, in July. Like Stevie Wonder had a record Hotter Than July. Leos, they naturally feel it's about them because that's the energy of the time that they were born, and that's the quality of the character of their experience.
Now, one thing that you really broke down to me, and you kind of related to me, was that it's that moment that you take your breath on this planet. That's how whatever happens in the sky, that is how you become wired as a person.
Absolutely.
Explain that a little bit and break that down to folks, because I think folks get so stuck on the fact that I'm a Gemini and that's my main thing. But once you showed me, hold on, it ain't just a Gemini, bro. It's a whole other set of things that wire you, and this is how you really are. Explain that to folks so folks kind of understand it a little bit better.
Absolutely. It's 10 planets in the sky. The sun is just one of them.
Okay.
So when you say I'm a Gemini or you're a Pisces, that's 1/10 of who you are in your total character. But to answer your question, when you're in your mother's womb, everything in your life is coming through her.
Okay.
It's coming through the umbilical cord.
Okay.
But the moment that doctor slaps you on the butt and you start crying, you take your first breath, and then you start vibrating with the nature of the world that's happening, all the energy that's going on in the world at that moment.
Okay.
And it's the reason why it's so specific is because you born in, I guess, Georgia.
No, Alabama.
Oh, Alabama. I'm born in California. So we could be born on the same day, but at a different time and a different place. And that makes a difference in the way the energy is in the sky and how it affects you.
Okay.
So when you come out of the womb and you start breathing on your own, you're no longer connected to the mother and getting all your nourishment, all your insight, all your energy from her. You're getting it from the universe, literally.
Okay.
And our spines, in particular, the spine is an antenna for the universe.
Wow.
So you get a drain, a download from the universe into your spine, and the spine connects you from the top of your head to your toes with energy.
Wow.
And that energy is what shapes you, and it literally wires you. So there's 10 planets in the sky, and each one speaks about a different character and your way of being. So the sun is who you are at your core. The moon is your emotions. Mercury is your mind. Venus is how you love. Mars is how you go about getting what you want.
Okay.
Jupiter is what comes easy. Saturn is where you have some fears you have to work through, and so on and so on. And they're always moving. They're always in the sky moving. So wherever they are at that time you take that first breath, it imprints you. It's like your personal software that is your operating system and yours alone.
Now, what is so important? Because we grow up and you get this just quick overview over planetary science and this type of thing, and you basically kind of live most of your life like, I ain't really out there. I don't know if it's there or not. I don't really care, and I don't even think nobody stargazes and looks up at the sky like we used to when we was young no more, because it's too many lights now. And then of course you got this phone, so
exactly right.
How is it that these planets really end up controlling so much energy and so much over our lives and this type of stuff? Because I even remember reading, ancient Egypt studies, and how they used to refer to Saturn as the black sun. So how is it even way back then they knew this stuff, but how is it that this stuff affects us this way?
Well, the simplest planet to use is the moon. The
Okay.
moon, everybody knows the moon controls the tides.
Okay.
So you have high tide, you have low tide, right? Based on the energy from the moon. That's a fact. We know that. Well, the earth is full of water, but we are water too. Science says our bodies are 70%, some people say 90% water.
Wow.
So if the moon can affect the ocean and the tides, it has to affect us because we're so much smaller. So it has to affect us too. Another example is the women's menstrual cycle.
Okay.
How many days is it? I know you know it.
It's the same lunar cycle, though.
28 days.
Exactly.
And the lunar cycle is 28 days.
Exactly.
So everything, we think we're no longer connected to nature, but we are an integral part of nature. We can't separate from it. So
Wow.
whatever's happening in the sky is also happening below. That's the biggest premise of astrology. As above, so below. And the wise people connect to that. In fact, I like to tell my Christian family and friends that your Bible tells you just by the story in Genesis of the 3 wise men.
Okay.
Only thing we know about them, we only know 2 things about them. They're wise. Well, 3 things. They're wise. They came from far away.
Okay.
And they followed a what? A star.
Okay.
They followed a star to get you the recognition of your Savior.
Definitely. Wow.
And if the Bible calls them wise, what? The same stars that are in the sky today are the same stars that were in the sky when the 3 wise men were finding Jesus.
That's amazing, man.
So who's wrong?
Hey, I'm not gonna argue with you one bit. Now let's talk about this book, man, because this is like one of the first books I have. Well, I ain't gonna say the first, but this is one of the books I have really put down, and I just could not put that. I just could not put back down.
Man,
it's like once I picked it up and started reading, I read it from cover to cover. Seriously,
that's a blessing.
And it's that good.
That's a blessing. Thank you. It's called The Beautiful Logic of Astrology, and the reason I called it that is because it makes so much sense. It's so simple. It's so elegant. It's a beautiful system because it is actually, astrology is a precursor, it's a forerunner to psychology.
Oh, yeah.
Everything that we understand about the psyche first came from looking at how we are related to nature and how we act based on how we're related to what's going on in the sky. So we get characteristics, human characteristics, the good and the bad. Now, astrology is not always going to tell you good stuff. It's going to tell you the truth.
Okay.
If you got some crazy stuff going on inside of you, it's going to say, hey, you got some crazy stuff.
Okay.
If you're mean, if you are, if you like too much of anything, whether that be food or sex or drink, it's going to spell that out. If you have problems distinguishing between what's real and what's not real, it's going to tell you.
Wow.
So
that's true though.
Yeah.
It's all ain't gonna lie to you.
So the whole system is beautiful. And that's why I call the book The Beautiful Logic of Astrology, because once you get into it, it's like The Godfather. You can never go back.
And the way that you went in there and you really related a lot of the science to the seasons and the action that effect that energy has on the planet. It's like it made it seem so clear. Like how you talked about, Aries and this type of thing. And you talked about how, that time is just that turbulent part that starts to push that forward. And then, even explaining.
You're talking about the grass. Yeah. When you look at what happens in springtime, the grass just shoots up out the ground. And before it had been barren, it had been brown. It had been like it was dead. But then all of a sudden spring comes and here comes something saying, here I am. And that's just like Aries. Aries are like, here I am. I'm the shit.
All day long.
And that's just like what happens in nature.
Oh, yeah.
And then look at the opposite time of year. Look at the fall in late September, when the days and nights are the same length and it's not too hot, not too cool. Who's that like? It's like Libras.
Yeah. Okay.
Libras are balanced. Libras are beautiful. Libras are able to communicate. They're not going to take sides. They're even, just like nature in the springtime.
Okay.
And then finally, another good example is Capricorn. Like what happens in the winter?
Oh, yeah.
People
we show up, we take charge, and we don't play.
Yeah, winter time is when you
like it or not.
When stuff has to happen, you can't play around. It's not always so beautiful like when all the trees and stuff have leaves and flowers, but there's a lot of stuff going on underneath that's building towards creating and sustaining what life is all about. And that's what Capricorns do. Right?
No, oh yeah, definitely. Because even you taught me my rising sun was in a Capricorn, so that's how I show up. Because it was like so many folks like, this dude intimidating, I don't like him. And then once they get to know me, it's like, oh, he the coolest, you know? So it's weird, man. But y'all stay tuned across the break. We're going to go way deep into this book because there's so much more stuff for y'all to learn. You listen to the #1 rated business show right here on the Real 1100 AM. I'm your host, KC Pride. We'll be back after this.
Hi, this is Dr. Williams with Align for Life Wellness. I want to invite you to our new office at 1800 Jonesboro Road in Atlanta. Come in for a consultation, examination, therapy, and x-ray, all for just $100.
What?
Yes, $100. This offer expires soon, so call us to schedule at 404-383-1110 or find us on the web at www.yourfinespine.com.
If you want to be fine, take care of your spine.
We're open late.
The holidays are delivering us some things we don't need: loneliness, financial worries, and stress. So give yourself a great gift: better mental health. Be realistic with your time and money. Eat healthy and exercise. Create an emotional support team and stay in touch. It's okay to be sad this year, but if it's keeping you from enjoying what you do have, seek help. In a crisis, call 800-273-TALK or text TALK to 741-741. This station is part of the Beasley Best community of caring. Learn more at our website.
There's a lot going on in the world, and your world is always changing. That's why it's important to stay connected. The latest news, the latest entertainment, the newest music. If it's in the air or on the air, it can be in the palm of your hand, wherever you are, with the iHeartRadio app.
iHeartRadio.
Over 1,500 live radio stations from across the country, and over 15 million songs to create your own custom stations. Text IHR to 45495 to download the app or listen at iHeartRadio.com. Standard text and data rates apply.
And we are back right here on the #1 rated business show. I'm your host, KC Pride.
I see you getting hyped too. You're like going for it. You know, actors do that too.
Really?
Yeah, before they have to do something high energy, especially comedy.
Really?
They have to get really hyped so that they can be coming from a high level of energy.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool to see you doing the same thing.
In studio with me once again, we got world-renowned astrologer Lorenzo Sanford, and soon to be best. Is we best-selling yet? Have we hit it yet?
Not yet, but we're getting there.
We finna hit that New York bestseller. Trust me, because this is a great book. Now, going a little bit further in this thing, another big question that we always hear in astrology is, you know, what is the difference in the signs? Because you know how they group them, and then you have your mutable signs, your air signs. What is the difference in that, and why is that? What does that matter to?
Okay, so you're a Gemini.
Okay.
And so Miracle is a Pisces.
Okay.
So that's called, those are both mutable signs. That means that you're flexible.
Okay.
You change, you're able to adapt. You're able to go with the flow, especially you mentally. You're mentally active, you're very curious. She's Miracle is a Pisces, so she's emotionally adaptive. She's able to make changes and go with the flow of things.
Okay.
And then there are cardinal signs. The cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And the cardinal signs take charge.
Oh, yeah.
And again, if you look at nature, when you start spring is a new energy. Summer is a new energy. The fall is a new beginning of a whole different season. Winter is the beginning of a whole new season. Those cardinal signs are like the beginning signs of each season.
Wow.
They lead the way for what's coming next.
Okay.
Then you have the fixed signs. Those are the signs
they're gonna hold it in place.
Yes, they're gonna hold it in place. Those are the signs that are in the middle of each season. So Taurus in the springtime, that's how stuff grows because it gets planted in the firm earth.
Okay.
Summertime, the fixed sign is Leo. That's when everything is at its strongest. You can't run from the heat in the summer.
You can't run from the Leo period. Trust me.
Scorpio's in the fall. is when the leaves are falling off and you're just forced to just deal with what is at the core.
Okay.
And then finally, Aquarius is in the winter. It's a fixed air sign. They know what they know because they've been through the whole cycle of everything. So,
okay.
So it's just like nature. If you look at nature, you're going to learn so much about life, and astrology gets a lot of its cues from what happens in nature.
Wow.
And again, I want to say this. You cannot separate from nature. You are the time that you're born in. You're an agent of the time that you're born in. You actually represent the universe. You think you represent your family, your mom, your dad, your tribe, your frat, your sorority. No, you represent the universe.
It ain't about the blood, it's about the energy.
Yes. Preach that.
Now explain this one to me a little bit. Everybody does, or a lot of folks like to read horoscopes and this type of stuff. Where is this information? Where is it coming from? Like, how is it through a horoscope or through just knowing someone's sign that this is going to happen?
From thousands of years of observing how people act when certain signs are up in the sky.
Okay.
But we got to be clear that when you're looking at your horoscope, you're looking at, again, 1/10, especially if you're looking at the sun sign.
Okay.
If you look at just Gemini, you're missing the Capricorn part of you.
Okay.
And you got Aries moon.
Yeah.
So you're missing all that. I don't know if you want people knowing all your business. They're gonna know how to. These women gonna know how to. These women gonna know how to get you now that they know you got Aries moon and Capricorn rising. Oh man, I said too much. I'm sorry. They gonna know. You're gonna walk out and you're gonna be trapped. You're gonna be like, "Ooh, we get along good. I wonder how she knows so much. She went and studied my book and found out."
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, but when you look at the horoscope,
okay,
it's just 1/10. You got to know the big three you have to know is your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign.
Okay.
So the rising sign is literally the sign that's on the horizon in the sky when you take your first breath. That represents how you show up in the world. So you show up as serious. That's why people get intimidated by you, because you show up, you all buffed and you don't play around, and you show up like a Capricorn.
Yeah.
But emotionally, you're like an Aries.
Okay.
You're like, let's just get it done. Let's do it. You know what I mean? And then, of course, the Gemini part of you is very flexible, always adaptable, so there you go. It's a complex mix. But aren't we all complex?
It is.
Aren't we all complex?
Oh, yeah.
Who's really simple?
No, that's true.
Who's just one-dimensional?
No, that's so true.
And so the planet's astrology represents that accurately.
Okay.
You are all dimensional, multi-dimensional people, and you take on the energy that you're born in. That energy describes you to a T.
Now, my entire life, I've been hearing men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Okay, and you've already let us know that the Venus is how we process our emotions, and the Mars is how we get things. Why is this though? Because women, y'all, they're getting it now too. So
that's a great point.
Is that changing?
No. That's a great point. You're right on track. The Mars Venus thing is just shorthand for Mars is masculine, Venus is feminine. But again, when you go back to looking at all of your aspects, there's some dominant women who are just as strong as any men. So astrology just describes that too. If you got a woman, say she's got a fire sign, she's Leo, and maybe she's an Aries rising, maybe she has Sagittarius moon, you're not gonna be able to hold her down. You ain't gonna be able to do that.
Oh yeah.
So the Mars Venus thing is just the beginning point. Mars does represent masculine energy, but everybody has some masculine energy. Venus represents the feminine principle, but everybody has some feminine in them.
Are we in this period? Because you're seeing so many young folks, especially this new generation. You're looking at this millennial generation, the generations coming behind them. You're seeing such a different awakening of people. Are we in this new period where people are going to start to kind of understand that? Because it took a long time for me to understand. And I think this world really will preach to you that, you're supposed to go find this other person. No, bro, you're supposed to go find yourself. You your match. You might find somebody to ride with you, but you your match. So are we finally in this spot where folks are going to start seeing that finally?
You are preaching, son. You are preaching. Yes. I think we're getting close. We're moving further along. We're definitely evolving, because people are sick of placing all their expectations on other people.
Oh yeah.
And so now they realize
relationships have changed.
Yes. Bro. Now they're realizing they got to go in and they got to figure out who they are before they can attract anything that's going to be worthwhile.
Oh yeah.
So you got to know who you are, what your makeup is before you can know who's going to actually fit who you are.
I'm trying to tell you.
And that's one of the greatest
If you miss
benefits.
'em.
That's one of the greatest benefits of astrology, man. I do relationship readings, and I can tell you the strength of your relationship, the weakness of your relationship, and even the purpose of it.
Wow.
So, you know, you need to get with someone. I'm not going to tell you a lie.
Y'all need to get with him. I'm telling you, if you want to get your life fixed, you need to get with Lorenzo Sanford.
I use it for everything. I'm telling you, when I got married, I had an astrologer pick the date because I wanted the energy to be right.
Okay.
And before I chose this woman, I looked at her planets to make sure we had a match. Because you can't, you don't have no time to waste.
What all needs to match there though? Is it I need to match you on every single thing?
Not on everything.
Or is it I just need to love like you? Or what is it?
Man, that's a great question. You want, so again, it's the main three: sun, moon, and rising sign.
Okay.
And you got to have some connection between those three that's powerful. And if you have all three, that's even better.
Okay.
But you want someone like a man's sun on a woman's moon is the classic marriage indicator because he is the active force, she's the feminine force, and they blend well together.
Wow.
If their sun and moon are in the same sign. If their Mars and Venus are in the same sign, there's great sex.
Okay.
But that's not enough to maintain
no, it's not.
a long-term relationship. But if if my sun and your rising are close, or my moon and your rising, then we know we're going to have a connection because we're always going to be approaching things in the same way.
Wow.
That's why those women are coming after you now that they know you. Now that they know you have Capricorn rising.
Now, but we also started touching on some other things around these relationships that we could find through astrology. And one of the biggest things, when we first talked, I was in this team building structure and trying to find the appropriate teammates and the appropriate people to work with to make sure that we could complete our projects and do everything. And just talk about a little bit. Now, if I'm looking for somebody for a different aspect, let's say instead of I'm looking for my lover, I might be looking for my business partner.
Absolutely.
What would I be looking for?
Absolutely. So if you start off with the whole idea of family,
okay,
like in your inherited family, you got to take what you get.
Okay.
But when you're creating your own family, you create based on, again, the person who's at the top. So what do you need? You need someone to stabilize you because you're Gemini. You're all over the place, right? Yeah. You can be over here one day and you can be over here the next, or not even one day, the next minute. Right? You're all over the place. So you need somebody to help you be stabilized and be focused. Okay. So you need someone who can administer all your ideas.
Okay.
So you're going to use astrology to find someone who actually has great administrative skills. That's why you have Miracle over here, because she knows how to keep things rolling. And that's what you build. That's how you build a team. You understand what needs to be done, and you find the qualities. Like if you want detail, a Virgo is going to be a great person for detail. I bet you our engineer's got some Virgo planets if he's not a Virgo. But I bet you he has something that talks about detail.
Okay.
So you got to find somebody who has, you don't want a fire sign necessarily, or somebody who's all fire handling the details, because they're going to be like, oh, that's good enough.
No.
Let's get out and have some fun. Let's go party. Yeah. So, you want to build based on the qualities that your organization needs.
Okay.
If you're in entertainment, you need active, outgoing people. If you're in business, you need earth signs.
Okay.
If you're in caring professions, food and hospitality, you want water signs. You want people who can cook, people who can make people feel safe and feel warm.
Okay.
So you got to use astrology to build your life in practical ways by creating the kind of energy. It's all energy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Creating the energy you want around you or that your organization needs.
It matters, because I promise you, is not having that proper. I see you talking about me, Danny Pars. Yes, I am a Gemini. A fine one too. But no, it really matters, because when you are trying to put this team together and you get that wrong mix of people, this one don't get along with that one, or these right here, you can't trust them if you ain't looking at them. All these little different nuances come about. And then when you go look at somebody from an astrological level, it's like, well, damn, I could have seen this in the first place coming.
Exactly.
I knew you weren't gonna do no work.
That's exactly
what
right.
I'm saying?
That's exactly right.
So But nah, man, it's just amazing. Like everything I have learned just from this book, everything, just conversations that we had, our relationship, dude. I mean, this astrology thing, where you have taken it to versus what other folks I've seen, because I've seen it related to medicine. I've seen it like we were talking about the salts, the jet salts, and all the other type of stuff, man. But the way that you really break this down and explain it, and that effect of that energy on this world, and you can really start to see that effect of that energy on yourself, man.
And it also shows, I'd like to also say, it also shows the changes you're going through. So like it can tell the seasons of your life too. Some people are rising, some people are falling, some people are coasting, and astrology can tell you where you are in your journey. Are you are you on an upswing?
Oh yeah.
Are you on a downswing? Are you having challenges? You know, what type of challenges? It describes time and the quality and the character of time.
Oh yeah. It's amazing what you have shown me about myself and just in my own life and all the people around me. When I started to really look at that and really dig deep into that, it was like it's just amazing what you can find out, man.
Lord have
and then just show your core message, know thyself. It brings a whole nother element to that.
And it comes from God. Don't separate it from God, because whatever you call God, whether it's Allah, Buddha, Jesus, whatever, it came from the higher source. It's an ancient system of healing and understanding, and we got it from our creator. It's not from the devil. It's not
I get so
it's
sick of
not
that, man.
it's not anything that's going to hurt you. It's going to give you empowerment. It's going to give you information. It's going to give you clarity, and your God gave it to you. That's why I always reference especially for my Christian family, it's in the Bible.
Oh yeah. Now, if anybody wants to follow you, man, or get a consultation with you, how can folks get in contact with you, man? Because they buzzing down here in these comments. So tell folks how they can actually get in contact with you or either schedule an appointment or get a reading.
Everything happens from my website. So the website is astrologicastrology.com. Astrologic, ASTROLOGIC, astrologicastrology.com. You can go to my website and choose the reading you want. I do relationship readings. I do children's readings. I do readings for adults. And I even do coaching for people who want to have some ongoing coaching. So you choose the reading you want. You can book the time that you want it. And you can even, you book the time, you schedule it and pay for it. You can choose it, schedule it, and pay for it on the website.
Now, you say you do coaching. How can you affect my life in coaching, or how can you help make me better in coaching?
Because I know your chart, and I can tell you when you're in a good season. I can tell you when you're in a challenging season. I can help you navigate it. If you got somebody who's trying to come into your life, I can say, no, that's not the person. I had a client last night who was
back up on that one.
I had a woman last night who was struggling between two men. Both were coming at her hard. One was someone who she loved because he was from the past and he kept coming back. And there was another one who wasn't quite where she wanted him to be, but she felt the potential there. And she was stuck. She was stuck in the middle. And I helped her. I said,
wow,
if it's me, it's that person over here, because this person has the qualities that's going to free you. Wow. That's going to make your life expanded and give you more opportunities, give you more growth. The other person is safe, but it's a cost to pay for that safety.
Wow.
So you can give people clarity on all different aspects of their lives. And so the coaching thing is just a way. I call it accountability coaching. I'm not a life coach because I don't want to coach your life. I just want you to choose, make a decision about what you want, and then I will help keep you on track by helping you be aware of all the timing and all the energies around you.
Mm-hmm. Man, I promise you, if you don't pick up another book this year, go pick this one up. Go to astrologicastrology.com right now. Can't you still do the free readings? Can you still do the free readings on there? Like the free natal chart?
No, but you can
call him, book one, and he will break it down to you way better than you trying to read it for yourself.
Yes.
Like seriously. Y'all really need to get in contact with this man. I promise you he can change your business life, your personal life, your relationship life. All of it. He is a great friend of mine, and this is a great book, and y'all need to pick it up.
Man, thank you so much for having me. This is a
man,
beautiful
anytime.
platform, and I'm wishing you and your family and your listeners the best end of the year. And 2022 is going to be great. There's some good energy going into 2022. So
I hope so for all of us.
Yes, absolutely.
Especially for me, though. One last time, man. If somebody want to follow you or they want to purchase the book, just give them the website one last time before we get out of here.
The name of the book is Beautiful Logic of Astrology. The website is astrologicastrology.com. Astrologicastrology.com. And you can Google my name, Lorenzo Sanford, if you forget any of that.
All right. And once again, it has been another episode of the #1 rated business show right here on the Real 1100 AM. I'm your host, KC Pride. Follow me on Instagram at I am KC Pride. And also, I will be in Montgomery, Alabama this weekend at the Turkey Day Classic for all my folks down in Montgomery. So y'all better holler at me. I will see y'all next week. We won't be here Friday, but I will be back Monday at 3 p.m. Holler at you then. We out.